I recently recorded a video called Be Angry But Do Something. In it, I referenced the fact that the Society of Human Resources Management, SHRM, calculates that of the 161 million workers in the US, 171 million acts of incivility occur every day. That averages to more than one act of incivility against every US worker every single day. I also offered some reasons that keep us from taking action when we witness or experience these situations. It can be anything from apathy, as in not my problem, cynicism or skepticism, as in the leaders of the system don't care or are corrupt, to fearing for our lives. We might want to believe that someone is coming to fix the problem, but that can also be what keeps us from taking action. Now, on social media, a lot of followers commented that they've experienced one or more forms of these incivilities, but acknowledge they struggle to find the words or actions in the moment, if at all, to respond to the perpetrator. Let's explore some possible responses or actions that hopefully nip this bad behavior in the bud. Put on your big boy or big girl pants and get ready to stand in your power. Hi, I'm Jenny Clark, a conscious leadership expert who spent 2 decades in executive recruiting and talent management, having worked with giants like Google and Spencer Stuart. I discovered that the secret to transformative leadership lies in the 5 dimensions of conscious leadership, and I'm here to help you unlock your full potential. Join me on this channel as we embark on an honest and vulnerable journey together to become the kind of leader that genuinely inspires transformation in your organization. I've got a little career-boosting secret for you. Do you want the inside scoop on leadership plus some juicy tips and hot takes you won't hear anywhere else? I've got a newsletter that's basically your personal career coach in your inbox. Just click the link in the description to join in. Oh, and if you're loving this content, I know you are, click the subscribe button. It's like giving me a virtual fist bump, ensuring you won't miss out on any future career-changing videos. According to the Society of Human Resources, SHRM, here are the top 8 incivilities that occur in the workplace. Ignoring others, withholding information, emotional putdowns, gossiping, bullying, discrimination, being addressed in unprofessional terms, and hostility. Now let me take each of these and offer a response. Now please note, I am not an HR employee relations expert. I'm not an attorney or therapist, nor can I possibly understand the personalities or other dynamics you are facing. So please use my advice as but one possible approach. Seek other inputs from those who might be closer to the situation. Navigating the professional world can be complex and nuanced. In many cases, you will be required to broaden your skill sets, adapt your mindset, and proactively manage your career to achieve long-term success in the workplace. So here are some possible verbal responses or actions for each of the behaviors. Ignoring others. This is giving the silent treatment, not paying attention, or checking emails during meetings. Here's what you might say to respond. So if you're the manager, you could say, I noticed you regularly check emails during our staff meetings. It's important that we all stay engaged and show the respect to your colleague that you would expect from them. Is there something specific you're addressing that we should know about? Here's another way to deal with it. You could directly address the behavior in a private situation if necessary, and encourage active participation and set some clear expectations for meeting etiquette. Withholding information. I hear this a lot. This is in refusing to answer questions or sending unpleasant emails. So you could say, I've been left off that email chain more than once, and I need this information to move forward on the project. Were you aware of this? And if so, is there some reason you don't want me to have it? So meanwhile, document instances where information is withheld and escalate through appropriate channels if it persists. Emphasize the importance of transparent communication. Emotional put-downs. This is condescending comments, sarcasm, or eye-rolling to you or someone else. Your verbal response might be, I find your comment to be disrespectful, demeaning, even bullying. I'm sure you would take great offense if the same was said to you. I think you should apologize to Bruce or me and refrain from making such comments again. You could also address this privately if comfortable or report to HR if the behavior is persistent or severe. Set boundaries and assertively communicate expectations for respectful communication. Gossiping. We know what that is. It's spreading rumors or even taking credit for others' work. Here's what you might say. I prefer not to engage in gossip. There are usually many sides to a story. Let's focus on productive discussions and the truth. You could also avoid participating in gossip and redirect conversations to work-related topics, address concerns about gossiping behavior directly with individuals or through management. Now, related to the taking credit for others situation, you might preface any written evidence by giving them the benefit of the doubt and saying, maybe sarcastically, you might have missed this communication, but it's clear to me and most others that this was my work. Send an email or other dated document that proves that you generated the idea, solution, or output to the perpetrator and manager. Bullying. We know what this is too, undermining an employee's self-esteem and damaging their performance potentially. So your response might be, your comments are inappropriate and unprofessional and constitute bullying. I'll be forced to report this to employee relations and your manager if it continues. Document instances of bullying behavior and report to HR or a manager immediately. Seek support and ensure a safe work environment for all employees. There are laws in many states that protect you in these circumstances. Discrimination. Now, we know that discrimination in the workplace can include treating someone unfairly or less favorably than others based on a protected characteristic. It can be complex and difficult to identify and often requires legal involvement. There are sites that you can consult to get more information. Your verbal response might be, I'm concerned that this comment or decision is discriminatory. Can we discuss the rationale behind it? Again, document instances of discrimination, gather evidence, and report to HR or a higher authority. Advocate for fair treatment and challenge discriminatory practices. This one is being addressed in unprofessional terms. Here's your response. I don't appreciate being addressed in those terms. Our leadership expects the use of respectful communication in this organization, or there can be consequences. So, action, set clear expectations for professional conduct, particularly as a manager. This is how we behave in my organization. And address the behavior directly with the individual and escalate if necessary to ensure compliance. Hostility. This is also known as a hostile work environment. One where the words and actions of a supervisor, manager, or coworker negatively or severely impacts other employees' ability to complete their work, which would include compromised psychological safety or mental health. Your verbal response might be, I consider your words, tone, and intention to be confrontational, disrespectful, and completely inappropriate. Would you like to rephrase that statement? The key here is to remain calm and composed. Ask any witnesses to take note of the comment. Address the hostility directly by emphasizing the need for respectful communication. And if you have to, seek mediation or intervention from HR if this hostility persists. We must all take part in eradicating incivility in the workplace. It requires that you remain composed, but steadfast in your intention to say something, ideally in the moment. Even if you were a witness to the comments or action, speak up to support the targeted individual because not everyone is ready to defend themselves. I get it. Taking that first step can feel daunting. I've been there too. But here's the thing. You've got strengths you might not even realize yet. I put together a free career mapping framework to help you uncover those hidden talents and chart your own path forward. It's not about changing everything overnight. It's about starting to see your potential clearly. Ready to explore? The framework's waiting for you. Just click the link in the description. Your future self will thank you for taking this small but powerful step today.